Politics does affect businesses. You understand that in Zimbabwe, you can't trade gold to a person. They have a deal of fidelity. So all the gold in Zimbabwe goes to fidelity. If I'm selling gold to you in Zimbabwe, it's illegal. I'm going to jail for that. So at that time, when we sold gold, we got dollars. When Mugabe was still a president, Mugabe gave us clean dollars, US dollars. If you come with gold worth $10,000, Mugabe will give you $10,000 US, very clean. So you can cross with $10,000 to any country. Now that the new government came, they said, no, we're not going to give you US dollars. You're taking all our US dollars. Why are you taking all our US dollars? So we're going to give you 40% Zim dollars and 60% US dollars. You know what happens when you get that? Zimbabwean banks don't have money. In Zimbabwe, you can't say you are going to a bank to withdraw 100,000. You're not going to get money. Even when in the ATMs, you have to wake up early in the morning and stand in a queue to withdraw. What's the maximum withdrawal limit? 400 rands a day. In Zim, like, there's child labor and stuff. So then these guys, they get to 18, like the zamas. They are very good. They're very good. You can take your own graduates on anything. There's a guy who started drilling when he was 9. There's a guy who started blasting when he was 10. You see, so they do a clean job. They work even faster than machines. So you get these guys, but these guys, they're very ruthless because I changed life in Zimbabwe. I took zamas, I gave them uniform, I gave them shelter, I gave them food. Zamas, they got professional jobs, they got paid. Now, when this thing started happening, that's when I realized, I took zamas. Because they don't mess around.
Hustlers.
You're not going to say, I'm going to pay you next week. No, they will kill you.
Welcome to the Hustlers Corner, guys. The festive season is around the corner. Summertime is here, but it's still a bit chilly in Johannesburg. While we're recording this episode, Joburg is freezing. I'm like, September? Why is it freezing in September? But anyway, once again, we appreciate you guys' love, the support, like, share, subscribe. The thing that we're finding when we're reading the analytics is that most of the people that are watching our episodes are new visitors. You guys, when you watch the episode, you don't subscribe. Or some of you guys who are a part of the family, you don't switch on the notification bell. So switch on the notification bell so you know whenever we're dropping brand new episode. All right, a quick one is that we've got a brand new Mofa flavor, which is dropping now in October, which is next month. This one is beautiful. It's called the Red Berry Boom. I won't go too much into detail about it, but yeah, it's our brand new 12th flavor. And if you are an entrepreneur out there growing your brand, growing your business, I know what you're going through, the tough times, the difficulties, the struggles. And that's exactly what today's episode is all about. Those that build from scratch, those that maybe lack some ideas and they would like to, listen to some people who might give them some sort of ideas to make money now. Because I know we motivate, we inspire, we all these things like, okay, but I want to make money now. That's why we decided to bring this entrepreneur onto the Hustler's Corner today. As a hustler himself, he's written 2 books, best-selling books. His first book, I don't know which one was the first. Was this the first one?
Yeah.
This one was the first, called Breaking Free, Ending the Cycle. He'll tell us more about this one. He says at the back, do you often feel like you are bound by financial slavery? If you are desperate to escape that financial slavery, do you need good, solid advice on money and how to make it work better for you? Well, this is the right episode for you, and this is the right book for you. It says you can find it within the pages of Breaking Free. This new self-help book is ideal for anyone who has struggled to keep check on their financial situation for whatever reason, and gives tried and tested advice on all sorts of things. Unemployment, how to build an investment portfolio, generational wealth, African resources, how to start your own business, 20 business ideas for startups, and much more. Breaking Free is his first book. And then he wrote his second book. His second book is Breaking Free, Practicality by SAKHILE MCAMBI. This one says, this book is a more practical version of Breaking Free. Where will we will get into detail on how people can start their own businesses and build their own financial portfolios. There'll be a step-by-step guide on how you can register your company within a week, how to file your tax returns. In terms of offshore investments, this book will provide you with a guide as to where to start, which broker to choose, how to get different types of licenses, for example, permits, liquor licenses, mining licenses, and many other different types of licenses. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome to the Hustlers Corner for a beautiful entrepreneurship entry-level masterclass, SAKHILE MCAMBI. Shakunjani mfethu?
Ngiyaphila ethini bros.
Ngiyabonga mfethu. Hey, you tall.
Yeah, very much.
But social media can deceive us, you know?
Too much catfish. What's the catfish?
We've just met for the first time, but I've been following ever since your account was low. I think maybe around lockdown 2020.
Yeah.
I've been following you for 4 years now. Your account has grown, your community has grown. I've been loving your content, and I've been actually, it was last year where I decided like I need to sit down with this gentleman. I don't know what happened. I forgot to reach out to you, and I reached out to you, and you gladly accepted the invite, and we were meant to do this last week.
Yeah.
And sadly, my papu's funeral is on a Saturday. I couldn't record, so I decided let's do it today, and you are here. Siyabonga.
Sakubonga mina because akuyona into yami ukuthola ama opportunities kanje yabo. A lot of times people want something that is trendy at that time, stylish. So me coming from KZN, I've always wanted to go to Ukhozi FM one day because I know I'm going to provide value when I get there. But even when you send them my emails, they're like, and then you see the next guy who was trending, making ama jokes, who say lapho Ukhozini usane slots yabo. Yeah, so I will go fair for us because we want to provide value. We give people basizayo. I'm sure over 1,000 people have started businesses through the information that they gathered from me. So, but people like us on the ground, who are on the ground doing the work, they are not recognized. So I really appreciate that. It's my first call for Intenkulu Kangaka because I've been pushing like since 2011. I've had Facebook 2010, pushing advice, investment tips, business ideas, everything. Every day I push. 365 days a year, every day I post something. That's why we picked up my content so quickly.
Mina igama lami nguSibusiso. My mission statement is that la emhlabeni I came to change people's lives. I'm blessed to be a blessing. So njengoba useduze kwami kanje ubheka umangale nje for the next 12 months izinto nayishintsha nje. Sekungena nama-email nama-phone call ungamangameli wazi.
Kuzomele sesishizile kakhulu. Shizile kakhulu sibuda hey.
Abelo wazi ukuthi abono sibuda izinto zizoqala ishintshe umsebenzi wami mina lo.
Yeah.
No, kodwa ngicela ukubonga mfowethu on behalf of those that can't thank you, who follow you on your socials, who benefit from your content. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm walking the same journey as you. I'm also passionate about sharing information with our hustlers and entrepreneurs out there. The podcast was strictly for entrepreneurship from when we started. But around COVID-19 lockdowns, we started getting, I think 2022 actually, we started getting a lot of people complain. Uguti, they would also like to see some of their favorite celebrities. They would also like for us to cover some other topics. Then I decided, okay, let me just mesh it up. But now that you are reminding me, njoba uzela kanje nami ngiyakhumbula ukuthi what was this podcast for actually from the beginning. So I think mina nawe from time to time we'll have to interact and keep on doing these. This one, guys, is a masterclass, beginner's masterclass to entrepreneurship. Here you go. I'm going to give it to you. Before we start, maybe let's get your background. Ubani waguphi and what interested you into business?
No, mina ngosakile MCAMBI coming from SAKHILE township. It's near Richards Bay. So it's in KZN where there is a port. You know where they export coal.
Yeah,
where all the coal is exported.
From
Mpumalanga, from everywhere. So it's an area where engineers, when you grow up there, you want to be an engineer. When you grow up there, mediums maths and science because there's mines around the area, there's Transnet. So the dream is just to go there, usebenze a mine. After usebenze a mine, ushade, uhlale khona lapho. It ends there. Yabo. Some people, they die at the age of 25, get buried when they are 50. So that lifestyle didn't interest me that much. And then I went to university. When I got to university, because when I was in high school, I wasn't doing any entrepreneurship. But when I went to university, because I'm an overthinker, and then I always think in advance. So I was doing a diploma in accounting. And then I went to a lecturer, and I say, mangiqeda idiploma yami ngizohola malini because I'm so interested in future yami yabo, so invested kuyona. Yathi lecturer hayi mhlawumbe ungahola 3.5. That's when I decided man, I don't want to earn 3.5 yabo. Then I started juggling around. I met Ntlatla Hlophe. Ntlatla Hlophe was a guy who was an entrepreneur, had a lot of money. He was 19, I was 18 at that time. So Ntlatla hooked me up because we used to share ingoma together. I ended up going to ama seminar or forex.
Abo cash flow.
Yeah, it was his first seminar.
Abo Mzabalaza.
Yeah, okay.
The pioneers.
Yeah, okay, cash flow changed a lot of lives.
Yeah,
you know, shy, yeah. Yeah, well, can't deny it, but it changed a lot of lives because most of us who are hustling now, we got to entrepreneurship through him, through forex. So forex did change a lot of lives. A lot of people lost money. I agree, but it got us in the game because we were not even there. Yeah, well, Nina, maybe in your time selling snacks got you in the game, but our generation, most of our generation, it was something like crypto, something like network marketing, something like forex. Our generation, ingene came in. So at that time, that's when I entered the game. And then my life was never the same after that because maybe when I was doing my second year, I was making 25K a month because I'm a hard worker. Yeah, I'm not like other students because every day I would wear format. That's why I'm busy on postal. I wear format clothes. I'm busy on postal schooling because I wear format clothes at 12 and ngiyapuma even to my class aphela ngo4 at 12 ngiyapuma I attend lecturers. There's no lecturer at Mangosuthu University of Technology who has never seen my face because I'll go there and sell insurance. And when I sell insurance, I'm selling insurance. I don't say I'm a student now. No, I change. Like I'm an inside I say insurance man, jabo. So I get serious, like, and even some lecturers maybe in classes that how you the insurance guy, like yeah, I'm the insurance guy, yeah, bro. So I started like that. I got the money. Money motivated me from there. Then I tried to school when I finished school. I'm second I've CV. I've never sent out a CV because even when I was doing insurance, it wasn't even mine. I was doing it on behalf of someone who had a license, so we split the money. Yeah, boy. So I've never been in a position whereby I have to send a CV to someone. I've never written a CV. Maybe I got grade 9, but I've never sent out a CV because I just like the hustle, even though it's very, very tough, but ngiyayithanda because iyalimaza, iyalambisa, uba bankruptcy and stuff, but you just have to be passionate about it. Ungayeli fast and you just need to love the game. So from there on, then I started doing my own things. Even ventured into mining around 2016. That's when I started my first mining projects in Ghana. I went there, I mined open casty. I lost a lot of money there.
What were you guys mining?
We were mining gold.
Okay.
Obuasi City, we were mining gold. We were doing open pits whereby you just dig like 1 meter and then you dig the sand, then you mine, you get gold. But the harsh thing about that is that the gold you can only sample, you can't be sure what's in there. That's why when people speak about nationalizing mines, that's very difficult because mines is all about you are predicting because you have to dig this whole space up and you want to sample the stuff. It's nature. So if I'm going to sample here, I've not sampled here. So I'm predicting, okay, I'm going to get 10 grams per ton here. Whilst here there's nothing, all the space is empty. But now, for you to dig this stuff, you need to have petrol money. You need to have money for workers. You need to have money to buy a compressor. You need to cover food for the workers and stuff. So you only find out when you are done how much you made there. So you might spend 200,000 to make 50,000. You understand? For you to go on with the process again, to dig deeper, you need to spend another 200,000. You see, because you already lost 150, but for you to go on with the operation, you need to spend another 200,000. So me being overly ambitious, I just go in like, okay, this money I'm gonna spend here, I'm gonna make it back, and then I'm gonna go on again.
Big risker.
Yeah, I'm a big risker because I was young and very ambitious. I didn't have a kid, so I'm like, I'm a risk taker. And when I go there, didn't work out. And I came back there. 6 months later, I have malaria. I'm in the hospital. Malaria is painful. 2 weeks in the hospital, no money. I'm owing investors this side. I had a headache. I was very young. I was 25. The headache was so much. I'm shocked now. People want their money this side, the mind this side. I'm sick this side. So that's the hard thing about it. Then I went back again. I went to Kenya to check out Kenya. Kisumu. It was nice there for a month, but the gold there was not that good. Then I came back. And then around 2017, then I went to Zimbabwe. And that time when I went to Zimbabwe, Mugabe was still president. That's where I got gold, real gold. That's when I wrote my book there, Ending the Cycle, like ending the cycle of poverty, like transforming your mind. So that's when I wrote that book because when we got to Zim, we had like 5 workers. You know, in most African countries, the gold is far from the cities, the real gold. So it's like 3 hours away from a city or anything, or any community. That's where you find the real gold. So we went there with tents, we went there to camp for 3 months. We went to camp there, we slept there, the mines. It was very nice because it was like a mining area. And then there's like 10 kilometers away, there's one shop where you can get like 1 bar of network, call your family, you can't text and stuff. You get bread there, you come back here. We got good gold there in Zimbabwe, I don't want to lie. That's when I started chowing money for Equality. It was very, very good. Up until the point where politics affected my businesses. Politics does affect businesses. You understand that in Zimbabwe, you can't trade gold to a person. They have a deal of fidelity. So all the gold in Zimbabwe goes to fidelity. If I'm selling gold to you in Zimbabwe, it's illegal. I'm going to jail for that. So at that time, when we sold gold, we got dollars. When Mugabe was still a president, Mugabe gave us clean dollars, US dollars. If you come with gold worth $10,000, Mugabe will give you $10,000 US, very clean. So you can cross with $10,000 to any country. Now the new government came, they said, no, we're not going to give you US dollars. You're taking all our US dollars. Why are you taking all our US dollars? So we're going to give you 40% Zim dollars and 60% US dollars. You know what happens when you get that? Zimbabwean banks don't have money. In Zimbabwe, you can't say you are going to a bank to withdraw 100,000. You're not going to get money. Even when in the ATMs, you have to wake up early in the morning and stand in a queue to withdraw. What's the maximum withdrawal limit? 400 rands a day. So if you're going to withdraw 4,000, you're going to withdraw 400 rands times 10 days. You're standing in a queue. Going inside the bank and getting money, that's like impossible. You're not going to get any money. So if you want to exchange these dollars, you go to the streets. There are boys in the streets. It's a small boy. He looks homeless. He's carrying like 100,000 or something, you see. So when you get to these boys, now the boys want to give you a different rate. You see, you have 400,000 worth of Zim dollars. But the guy's going to say, no, I'm going to give you 200,000 rands. Take it or leave it. That's the streets rate. You see, you take it or leave it. So you're losing the 200K because you're not going to take these Zim dollars anyway. They're not going to work. So now you need to exchange them in the streets. So the boy's like, no, take it or leave it. I have 200,000 rands here in my bag, 200,000 South African rands. You are crossing the border. I'm going to give me those dollars. I'm going to give you 200,000. So you accept the loss. You see, that was my first challenge. My second challenge, that time the country ran out of fuel. Zim ran out of fuel. There was no fuel in the country. You have to buy, it's either you're going to stand in a queue for 2 days just to fill up the tank, or you're going to buy fuel from the street guys. What is the rate from the street guy? 47 rands a liter, 50 rands a liter of petrol, 60 rands a liter. Take it or leave it. If you're not going to stand in the queue, then you're going to buy the fuel from the street guys. So that's another loss on top of another loss. So it was very, very difficult to function at that time. You see, it was very difficult. I remember at some point, when I got there, I bought a 530i E60, from another guy for $2,000 US. I remember at some point, because I went from 5 workers to having 80 workers in 2 mines.
Yeah.
You see, in the space of 2 years, 5 workers to 80 workers.
This is in Zimbabwe.
Yes. So, having 80 workers, most of these workers, because in Zim, there's child labor and stuff. So these guys, they get to 18, like the zamas. They are very good. You can take your old graduates on anything. There's a guy who started drilling when he was 9. There's a guy who started blasting when he was 10. You see, so they do a clean job. They work even faster than machines. So you get these guys, but these guys, they are very ruthless because I changed life in Zimbabwe. I took zamas, I gave them uniform, I gave them shelter, I gave them food. Zamas, they got professional job, they got paid. Now when these things started happening, that's when I realized, I took zamas because they don't mess around.
Hustlers.
You're not gonna say, I'm going to pay you next week. No, they will kill you. Yeah, they will kill you. You don't pay them, they will kill you. So at that time, I remember I was owing them. I kept saying tomorrow, tomorrow. And then a guy comes to me and like, my guy, you don't have this money today, you're dying. You see. I'm like, I'm dying. And say, are you dying? Those guys don't fuck around. Because they call them makoporos. Makoporos don't fuck around, bro. They want their money.
And to hustle in Zimbabwe, they call it ngwava.
Yeah.
Ngwava.
That time, my car, being a leak fuel, I don't know, masigcwele or anything, doesn't have a gauge. You know what I did there? I said, I'm a 25 liter. I put them in the boots. 25 liter out too. I fill up the tank. Navigator, I go, bro. Like, if this car dies in Heleni, it dies. If I die, it die. I had small money, Pakistani. I straight to South Africa, Durban. Vroom, I go.
You left the mine there.
I left
You left the entire operation.
I left the operation and stuff, but they put cement, they closed the holes. I left the operation straight to SA, bro. Vroom. Get to the border, stories, everything. And I'm coming into South Africa. Or maybe I was the only South African driving a car with the Zim sticker. And everyone was shocked when I got into South Africa. When I get into South Africa, the cops stop me by Bedbridge, and then I pass, and then I run out of fuel now because I've been pouring them at 20 litre nani. The toll gates was too much. I don't have money. I had to park somewhere. Now hustle money to continue with the journey because I need money for toll gates. This is a 3.5 litre tank also. It's chowing a lot of fuel. No, I called different people. I raise money up until I get to the next stop. I need money for fuel because I don't know how much fuel is there. Every time I get near a petrol station, and then I actually got home, but recycling the things. But I realized, hey, it's not workable right now because of these policies like the currency thing. 90% of the small scale mines shut down at that time. So that was my journey in Zim, and that's when I wrote this book because we didn't have internet in the bush. So this book is like very, very personal to me. I didn't have an internet. I didn't have Google. I just wrote it from scratch. Most of the things, they come from my mind directly.
If you have ever wanted to be the master of your own destiny and to be successful, happy, and financially solvent, doing something you want or something you want to instead of something you have to, then this book is for you. Liberate yourself from the factors which keep you poor. Break free from the chains of financial slavery and become the person you always knew you could be. Get a copy of Breaking Free today and see how it will transform your life and your fortune. Shuthi dada nje bofuna ukuphuma ku poverty bokhathela.
Yeah, I can see it's like I told you because I grew up in a neighborhood like corner. Everyone wants to be engineer like I go with bank, Richards Bay. So I wanted to break out of the system, ngisebenze, ngishade. I want to explore impilo even more. So I just wanted to transform impilo zabantu through my writings.
Incredible book. It's got 3 chapters: entrepreneurship chapter, the investments chapter, and the social life chapter. Under the entrepreneurship chapter is get rich quick mentality, dealing with greed and corruption in business, lessons from the struggle. Do you really need money to make money? And building an empire. And then on investments, buying a car versus buying a house first. Why spreading risk is important. Investing in properties and African resources. And then chapter 3, social life, hustler's success story, social lifestyle, word for Black South Africa. Incredible. And it's an easy read, man. It's something you can finish over the weekend.
Yes.
And then how difficult was it to put together this book?
It was very, very difficult because it was my first book.
Yeah.
But I've sold more than 7,000 copies of that book.
Congratulations. So I need to refer to you as a best-selling author.
I'm the best-selling self-publishing author because, like in the country, I did it myself. I didn't even involve anyone.
Yeah.
I was just pushing it through social media. What I did, I went to the app called Fiverr. I got editors there, and I got someone to design my page. Didn't even cost me 10K for that. They edited it, and the editor was experienced, so he can put the chapters together. Like, okay, let's put this here, let's put this here, let's put this here. And when she brought the book to me, it was very, very interesting. And then the other guy from Turkey did the cover, this cover and this cover. He was also very good. So after that, I went to Impress Printers, they printed the books for me. After that was social media, only social media. I never had a store for this. And then people were buying in numbers because by 2017, people knew my content. Like, I've been pushing since 2011. So by 2016, I had a huge audience already. People kept telling me, write a book, because I used to write a lot on Facebook. And people liked my stuff. So when the book was released, everyone went crazy. The launch had like 200 people. Everyone took a book. There's people who came from Congo to attend my seminar in Durban, my book launch. Some people came from Botswana. It was just like 3 hours. I was very, very impressed. And I made numbers with that book. It helped me a lot.
And let's talk about it. And I love it because you've got your own scars of failure.
Yeah.
And I never call it failure. I call it lessons all the time. I don't know. I was sharing the other day with you. You know, I've had to sit down and deregister 20 companies that I had started over the past 15 to 20 years that I was not aware of. Because sometimes this opportunity, it fails, you keep it moving.
Yeah.
And then it fails, keep it. Then the one day you sit down with lawyers and SARS is here and you're checking and you're like, nah, I've got so many companies I have to deregister because SARS thinks Uguti, you know? And I was like, wow, Umuntu has been hustling. All of these are my failures. So I've failed in over 20 companies.
That's bad, but
no, but it's
lesson.
good.
It's a lesson.
Those are stripes as entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of stripes too, and it's challenging sometimes because you fail as an entrepreneur. Like one guy, they made an offer at Purchase Bay. It's okay, we're gonna give you 1 million rands. You take, because they wanted to retrench them. They wanted to cut labor. So this guy, they all given an offer: that's 1 million or keep the job, get a pay cut. A lot of people, they took a pay cut, but Yena, he took his 1 million rand and he started a business. And he failed. So even adults in the neighborhood, bambizang is puku, bambizang is dome, because you took a risk, you took on a business in. So the challenges that we face as hustlers, people don't understand the journey. If you fail, like we're a failure because your peers, they're married now. Where's your wife? Where's your house? Not understanding that you had the money, but the business took all the money. But now, if they're sitting like this, like if you go to sometimes we don't even go to our family gatherings because people will ask you, when's Hanigan? And then when they ask you that, business land. You understand? And you're not even there yet. Because understand, you can become a millionaire at 40. Multi-millionaire at 40. After hustling for like 25 years. You make your millions, you can buy the house, like or buy the car, get a wife at that time. But it happens when a breakthrough comes, a breakthrough will come. But it's not lento when you are 30 now, so go right when you are 40. It doesn't work like that.
Entrepreneurship.
We are vuga.
And noma siyenzile imali, I always say to people, we put it to work. Abantu bahlale bekubuza, like nami I'm under that pressure. I always get people who are like, sibona amatraka wale cold drink yakho mfethu, sibona maroyana ngathi awunamali, ngathi jensi mina ngicela ningiyekeleni ngizihambela ngemoto yakudala. I'm building. I know my pace and I know what I want. So abantu I understand le journey sikuyona entrepreneurship. Nokuthi demand I sacrifice eningi. And it also does not mean joba ngisho ukuthi naso una imali yakho yonke akuse yakho. We take that money, we reinvest it. As I say, we're putting that money to work so that we continue this struggle. You know what I mean? We're building.
Yeah, we're building and we need a lot of liquidity because sometimes opportunities come, you don't have the cash. Like, I don't know how much you buy you make these cans for. Let's say you make the can for like 10 rands. And then when you walk out of the studio, someone will just come from nowhere. I'd say, no, if you're going to buy 5 million cans from me, I'm going to give you for 3 rands. You see? Now, opportunities like that will come, but now because of illiquidity, you cannot take advantage of them. So now it's very, very important that you have enough cash flow. If an opportunity arises, then I take it. That's also important. And then you still need to have money for security, backup at the same time for your business. If anything goes wrong, you have liquidity, you have some cash reserves at the side, and you still need to make sure your bank can easily get credit. So when the show is credit, it rights at that time because banks will call you but say, no, yes, we can lend you 200,000. Just keep it like that. Okay, One day you'd have to lend me the 200,000. Keep it like that. Just create little structure, so because now you're building an empire. So you're creating the structure from the bottom. It's okay. If this goes wrong, this works like this. If this goes wrong, while you're creating the structure, you can't drive a Range Rover, you can't drive a Maserati at that time. But if you are not wise enough financially, you can drive it. But there's a difference between afford and afford to buy. You see. You can afford a Porsche, you can afford a G63, but you can afford to buy it, but you can't afford to maintain it at the same time. Because when there's problems now, quickly, 2 months, the car is being repossessed. When they will go, it's like, how can this guy unjani? You get shocked. So when you grow up, even when you study companies, right now MTN is having a cash crisis. Pick and Pay ban a cash crisis. You study, you know how. These guys are billionaires, but banenkinga cash. So cash is so important because even when investors want to invest in a company, they look at your debts versus the cash onawo. They don't care ukuthi company enkulu kangakanani. So this company, if this company doesn't make money in the next 2 years, it's gonna be bankrupt because cash awukho. So it's very, very important understanding ukuthi cash is oxygen, balekile ukuthi ube ne-cash business if you're an entrepreneur. And for the startup guys, you need to be very wise because when I'm saying cash is oxygen, if you are hustling, the key into balekile is daily income. Because if I'm gonna say I'm doing a tender, I'm gonna get 500,000 in 3 months. Within those 3 months, what will I be eating?
Yeah.
You remember when you were back then, when we were in primary, the kids that had money are the kids about taxi shop. Those ones used to carry a lot of money because taxis bring money in every day.
Every day, yeah.
So but the man lapho only 15, but so tall. But I want to that had a good life. It's people who had ama-taxi itole ekhaya ubutwala uney'tole ama-taxi so uzokhera 10 rand yena sesikhera ama-1 rand 2 rand
kune-cash flow. I always advise even ney'ntwana zama-Uber, same thing, ukuthi you're in a good position because wenza imali every day.
Yeah,
it's all about being disciplined in your financial management.
Yeah, it's very, very important because if you wait for imali ezayo uyidla engakafiki leyo mali because everything is like month end you put all your debit orders there on the 15th. So when the money comes, like this money yama 2-pot system.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when that money came already, it was finished. So I always advise Namugus, okay, even when you are in employee, you are sebenza, you need something that's going to change, even 200 rand a day, to cover your micro expenses, living expenses, or petrol, or DSCV, or isn't it none. So data. So when that salary comes, at least there's not too much pressure, because at the end of the day, we have hyperinflation right now. Right now, people can't afford beef, but amatambo, meaty bones are pushing now because people can't afford the beef stew. Beef stew now, kg is 120 rand. You understand? So a kg, for a household, you need like 1.5 kg. So you need like to prepare a meal, you need like 170 rand to prepare a meal in nights. You understand? So it's very expensive. A lot of people don't buy beef anymore. They don't buy chicken. They are going for chicken livers. They are going for kidneys. They are going for bones because of hyperinflation. No price. So I think it's more advisable. Everyone should go into the journey and try. And people will say like, no, I'm not an entrepreneur. What? If you can sell yourself, if you can sell yourself to a woman, like convince a woman with or convince your husband to buy you something, that's sales. You don't have to be doing it in this extreme. So if you can do that, now convince a person to buy something from you. It's easy like as that. So it's very easy. And there's social media now. Social media is very, very easy because people are hungry to consume content. You can be in a shack. You've seen people in a shack on social media. Umuntu akwi-shack ayiveza avuka awasha ingubo, aneke ingubo, asuke lapha esitolo abuye, abasumlilo, abuye alale. 400,000 views, like,
yeah.
You see, people are just interested. So if you're going to start social media, just do anything. Just do yourself. People are interested with what is the next person doing. And people, when they want to start social media, they want to do something extreme, like proper cameras. Are people going to like this? No, just do yourself. Spend a day with me as I go buy a jean. That's it. You show them you're changing your clothes, you're going to a taxi, you go buy a jean, you come back, you show them the jean, you wear it, finish. That's social media for you. So once you've built that audience, then you can include sales, because the other thing that I'm a mistake about my entrepreneurs would say, they want to sell. Pitching is old school now. You don't DM people who say no. You attract an audience. People want to be attracted. They've been sold so many things. So now you are trying to make people feel like they're missing out. By what? Advertising your products. Like, even if I'm advertising this drink, I'm going to say, okay, this drink has these nutritions and this nutrition and this nutrition. I just feel like this after drinking a more fire. Then you advertise your stuff. You make sure that you make people feel like they are missing out. Now after that, you are mixing the content with the products, because now people don't want to go in your page if all they see in your page is sneakers. You see, they want something to consume on your page. While they are consuming, it's like television, it's generations. You want to watch generations, and then there's an ad break. Then there's generations, there's an ad break. That's how social media works. That's how I put out my content. If you look at my content, I post 5 times. Every 5 times, 4 posts would be content, 1 post would be an advert. I'm not going to post 2 adverts in a row. I'm going to post an advert again, and then 4 posts of content. So people just come there. They don't see they're being sold something. They're just there for content. Like, I like this guy's content. And I put content. I make sure I put in the work. While you are putting in the work, what you have to do again, you provide value up front. Providing value up front, meaning you are giving people information first. You're not reserving the information to yourself. Giving people information, then sell them stuff. You can sell, like if I'm selling hair, I need to make content about how to install hair. You see, how to maintain hair. I'm not just 500 Rand a week. No, I'm not doing that. So my content, I'm providing value up front. I can even say, I'm selling hair also. I can even give advice on how you can start your own store for hair. People don't understand that. They'll say, now you're taking my clients. No, the market is big. How many ShopRites do we have? Thousands of ShopRites all across the country. There's a lot of people. There's 7 billion people in the world, 58 million people in South Africa. No one is going to take your idea. Tell people how you do what you do. Once you give people that, and it works for people, it gives you more value, it gives you more trust, more credibility. That's when you start eliminating competition by being selfless. People don't get that part. It takes time for someone to understand that, because you go there, you are greedy. Like, even if you are doing energy drink, you can do content to tell how to start your own energy drink business. They're not going to take your business. They're not even going to take 1% of your market. But they're going to be starting their business like, Spo inspired me. I have this now. I'm also starting my brand. Okay, sharp. Give guys props. It's fine, you see. And when you do this, like, why are you giving guys info? They're making money, but it's fine. I know what money I have to make. I know what target. So I remember some other time I went to Rosebank. I met a lady there. She said, SAKHILE, my business makes 60,000 a month plus because of you. I got it from you. I'm like, yeah, that's good. It makes me feel good also as a person. It's like, you're making 60K a month. Got it from me. That's good. I'm providing value up front. So when that person is like sitting at home, is enjoying that money, how does that person feel about me? If I bring another product that they may like at that time, they'll be the first one to buy the product, because now they're getting food because of me. You understand? So when you are getting in the game, focus more on providing value up front. Forget about the money. Providing value up front, credibility, trust. If you are selling something, show people that you actually deliver the products. You're going there to ship the product, because now the other problem with social media, there's too many scams and stuff. So you want to go there and to prove yourself. Because ngiyawasenda ngempela ama-week. So every time you make an order, you show them you are sending an order to this place, you are sending an order to this place. So that's how you build up your social media. Now people want trust. But at the same time, the problem, people are too gullible. Akunene umuntu now ethi wascam DJ Sbu 50,000. What did this Sbu? This is Sbu inbox you. Did just inbox you? What he invest to 500 Rand? Who's going 5,000? How is that possible? Understand? So it's another problem. Because people now are too gullible. I don't know if they're gullible or they are I can say desperate. Because the messages that they show me, uthi lo muntu uthenge 500 Rand, uzonginika 30,000 Rand in 7 days. Like, do you think I'll say that? I guess you saw even recently, like, someone was saying we scammed by Pierre Pagati. Like Pierre Pagati will inbox you.
I mean, come on.
You understand?
Yeah.
And people actually believe I won't inbox Pierre Pagati. But what did he say, bro? Abanye bathi futhi khumbuza thembe kwayo. Abanye bathi mina dlamini wangiscam like
That's why I also stopped talking about crypto in public. Because I started having a lot of people bayenza my profile bazenza mina bathatha neyithombe zami bapost into engihlale ngizipost and then they scam people, right?
Yeah, it's
so then I stopped.
Yeah, that was good because people are cruel out here.
Simple business ideas nangibukela khona manje ngifuna ukuyoshintsha impilo yami engawaqala that are written in this book. What are
that
they?
book? Okay. So there are a lot of business ideas there, but engakusho nje manje, drop shipping is a thing because drop shipping you don't need to have money to sell a product. It is you're just linking a supplier with the customer. So if I'm selling this, if a supplier is selling this drink for 10 rands,
ngicela ubeke kahle bayibone ecamereni ijikise kanje. Hayi no ibeke right lobe lihle. Yeah. Long bayibona nje.
Yeah.
Akwenza ngikhuluma entrepreneurship, by this is what we call product placement.
Yeah, product placement, yes. So if you're selling this drink for 10 rand, you supplier, go drop ship, and as a drop shipper, you add your own markup of 5 rands, then you put it on your online drop shipping store, which takes like less than 5 minutes to complete. We end the background. Then what you do, you take your link, you put on social media. If anyone is buying this drink, you're gonna get your cards off for 10 rand, and then the supplier will deal with everything, like shipping the products, packaging the products, and everything, and then you don't have to spend money. Like Shopstar, they offer $1 a month. You just pay $1 a month for you to run your store for the first month. So maybe after that it's going to be $10. But now you are running your own store. You are selling different products. You have hundreds of suppliers. You are selling different products. You're advertising. Then you're making money for yourself. So it's working for a lot of people in Germany. And then we have your normal Amazon is here. Your normal Take a Lot. They have a lot of specials or Amazon. Now the thing with Amazon and Take a Lot, sometimes you have to do your own packaging of a product. See, when you take a product, you have to store the products. So that's the difference. But you still have a window to actually take the customer's money and buy the products. So if customer is taking a TV, you take a TV, you go buy the TV, you package the TV, make sure it's within 14 days or 7 days, you send a TV umuntu with your own packaging. If you have money, then it's to make it easier. You buy all the stuff, you put it with storage, you say Take a Lot, and then they're gonna take the stuff there. If someone is placing an order, automatically or stuff sakho lapana basendele custom. So that's another thing that is actually trendy right now.
So what's nice is that at least I can only deliver the product after the customer is paid for it.
Yeah, you
can.
So
I'm not risking. I'm not at a loss.
Yeah, but you must be careful with that because now if you are very slow, you're gonna get bad reviews.
Okay.
So you must have a good relationship with the supplier. No, say it's all because there are a lot of products that are not in South Africa yet. Yeah. So the supplier must be very, very quick in terms of getting you products.
Yeah.
And then there are certain causes that people are overlooking because now everyone wants to go to university and stuff, but konama cause amancane where you can start your business after completing low course layer, and they are very, very helpful to abantu who want to like enroll in my institution that's it. For example, a locksmith course. Locksmith can get very big. Even locksmith, if you are doing a course and you're just doing keys, like keys, vuli moto, can make good money, but you can even go bigger because now you can go into the programming part of it. That's where you get paid. Because if you lose your keys right now, your car keys, you're not paying less than 5,000 rand. For what? For programming imoto. You understand? So we're going to pay 5,000 and plus the call outs. And the guy's going to come there with his computer, reprogram your key wako, then your car will start. You understand? And that's 5K from just one car. You understand? And people overlook locksmith courses. And you foster furniture making. You can study that also because but if you demand furniture you can do your own designs. You can make money out of studying low cost layer. There are very, very good financial institutions in Joburg for furniture, even in Pretoria. So it's something that ungayibheka now ukuthi ngifuna ukwenza furniture. And then there's beauty. Beauty is the master because ihlukene kaningi beauty. Can you pedicure, manicure? You're dealing with nails. You understand? There are courses from 5,000 awasizayo ukuthi ukwazi ukufunda ukwenza inwele wenza inzipho and make money out of it. And then there's other parts they're serious, that is trendy for the hair.
Yeah.
Hair, they take it serious in Nigeria. Nigeria, there's universities for hair where you buy uzohlala at least 3 years at university studying about hair, different hairstyles, different stuff. So hair course now is very, very serious. As in the institution, ufunde about hair, like we styler or we importer. And then there's this part of cosmetics, like beauty, which you can mix your own, make your own skin products, and zonke lentos of skin through beauty. My skin products are so good beauty that you can study. Then we can go back to the chemistry part, whereby you study how to make there's a company called EaseChem. You study how to make all sorts of cleaning detergents. You make your own washing powder, you make your own dishwashing liquid, and that costs like less than 2.5. It can help you a lot. A lot of young entrepreneurs, I pass by them by there, they're buying chemicals, benza washing powder. Imagine if you were making washing powder and you're supplying laundromats again, how much money you can make. Because you have consistent income when you supplier washing powder. Everyone uses washing powder, bro. Everyone, every household. So you have commercial customers, you have individuals, door to door, you understand? You just need to study and know how to mix the chemicals together and make your own soap. You see, which is like a very, very good hustle, because you ask, okay, there's so many laundromats in Sekaya and there's so many houses. If these people buy, because if you are buying washing powder now, you're going to keep buying the washing powder because every day you change clothes. Imagine how much of commodity this is. You change clothes every day, you wash clothes like almost every week. So you're going to buy my soap every week or every month. So if I keep you as a customer, then I keep another person as a customer, it's more sustainable. So that's what you're taking a market share from those big retailers now. So it's another right. And then something else, you've seen a lot of cars, people now, they are selling with diesel. It's easy. You can get a license at diesel, and then you can sell diesel. You can export diesel. You can get a license to export diesel. Remember I told you, countries like Zim, they don't have fuel. They have fuel shortages. Remember this guy, who was this guy? Kinimbi.
Yeah, Kinimbi, I remember.
He
had a lot of money.
He was a guru for... He was good with exportation of fuel. So
he was selling fuel, that guy?
Yeah, I was selling fuel. I was selling fuel from way back. From illegally to legally, like way back. So that's where he made his money. So from Botswana to Zim, he was selling fuel. So a lot of guys, there's another guy also who's trending now from Zim who has private jets and stuff. I forgot his name, but also he's doing the same thing for fuel. So it's a good career path to get yourself a fuel distribution license. And you find in some areas, like when you go to rural areas, you'll find it's a 2 hours drive to get to a petrol station. And then you can come there and bridge the gap by having your own mini petrol station there to supply abantu, or having your own tank there where you're going to be able to send fuel to supply community fuel.
Yeah.
So it's another lucrative business. And then software development, obviously, apps, softwares, it's also something that is very, very trendy right now. So those are the things I think people should look into studying as short courses. But like my business ideas, I also put my pressure washer. Pressure washer makes you a lot of money.
What is a pressure washer?
A pressure washer, this machine they use for car wash.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there are people who are washing wheelie bins now. You know the bins that we are using.
Yeah.
People are lazy to actually wash their own bins. So it's becoming a good business for startup entrepreneurs. Go to pressure washer on 1.2 a game. Start washing wheelie bins. Like you charge a certain fee per week or per wash or per month. So go to house in your area. Buy when they take out the bins, like on Wednesday, after Sitatil in Imot, I'm gonna say they're at work. So after the Imot Sitatil bins, you come back, you wash the bins with clean. You wash the bins. When they come back from work, the bin is sparkling clean every time, you see. Every time the bean is sparkling clean, it smells good. So it's another good business for now for abantu who want to start.
Let me add this one as well, which is what I thought of. I'm helping somebody open up a Mofire wholesaler, also bathengisa Mofire. And one opportunity that I saw, seeing that my is starting to get hot and heated up in South Africa. Ice making machine, there's money there, go ice.
Yeah, there's a lot of money with ice. Just that it consumes a lot of electricity, but there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So buy yourself an ice making machine. They start anything from around 6,000, 12,000, 20,000 upwards. But if we into encane usazihasilela ungazikhulumela no-anti wakho ubhuti wakho urhulumende lakho retirement oled lakho instead yokuthi ungibhalele ama-Jordans ngicela ungigayo naleya nyuku ngiyisave or ngicela ukuthi leya nyuku instead ukuthi ungibhalele into enice or whatever for Christmas ngicela ungithengele i-ice making machine. Kuyashisa maye khona abantu abathengisa ama-cool time, abantu abathengisa ama-mufana, ama-cold drink, usupply nama-garage around in your neighborhood. You can make a living out of that.
Yeah, it's actually a good business. The ice cream making machine.
Yeah, ice cream making
machines
also, yeah.
seems to be expensive if you go direct to the store. But now there's these catering equipment companies like Caterweb, Caterquip. They have old machines there. They have broken machines. They have demo machines. So ice cream making machine is standard size, color 26K. You understand? Not less than 26K for a good machine, brand new ice cream making machine, which is a lot. But if you go to these catering equipment suppliers, the small ones, they're going to give you ice making machine, endala, 15K, or a broken one for 10K, you fix it maybe for 2K, then you go to the streets. Because if you're just going to say, now I'm buying ice cream making machine, it's going to cost you a lot. You understand? And then once you buy that machine, then you roll on with the business. Yako. Same as popcorn making machine. It's very, very
popcorn.
Yeah, it's very, very
yes,
profitable,
yes.
Popcorn. But people overlook it. Like we are 300 rand, 400 rand a day just selling popcorn, which is actually another very, very lucrative business idea for people who are starting up. And the other thing that I want to talk about I'm a funders. Top funders for entrepreneurs, like in any field, whether you're starting up or you already built your business. Uyoku lo ama speed point, Yoku, the small speed point we find in Swaza shop. They offer stock in advance. As long as your business is registered, Bagwazi offer you stock on a loan. You pay the loan, they offer you stock in advance, and then you build a relationship with them. So they are good for people who are in Swaza shop. You want to start a sponsor shop, but you want to order a stock, it says, and you don't have money. So they are very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Kula Enterprise Finance. It's a big funder. Like they have different fields. They work with Anglo. They work with a lot of big companies. They cater for contracts. Contracts, purchase order, supply something, track, uyaqala from scratch, idea. Just say Kula Enterprises, they have different fields. They offer funding for any type of entrepreneur. They even have this new one for Anglo. They're working with Anglo. They're sponsoring new miners in the industry. So it's also very, very good.
They offer up to how much, so?
Up to 83 million.
Okay.
From 0 to 83 million.
Okay.
And then obviously there's Investors Network .co.za. So the Investors Network, what they are doing is they are actually connecting angel investors to also my business. So you go there online, you make your own pitch. There's angel investors, there's a middleman, and then there's you as a business. If you pitch Yaki right, they can also give you funding. You can also get an angel investor there for your funding, because I want to cover this because a lot of people say, now where do I get funding? Where do I get money? Some people actually, I mean, I've never gotten funding, but I've seen people getting funding. Depending on talent. So we can't write it off and say, no, you're not going to get funding. Some people do get funding and become rich, like the entrepreneurs that we know today that have brands and stuff. Like, it's not because of their own money, but they won't talk about it. They'll talk about, no, I started selling one pair. Now I'm selling 500,000, but in between there was a funder, you understand? And you can never know what's the funder, what was the deal, but the funder made the guy go from one store to 50 stores in 2 years, you understand? Because you understand how expensive it is to open a store. So there's that thing. Even when entrepreneurs come to us, they talk about their stories. That part, they don't involve that part. So it's okay. When did you start with selling one phone and now you're selling 100,000 phones? No. Someone came in with money and said, no, as in, let me invest in you. Potential. Then your business spread out like that. So we need to give people info. No, this funding is needed, and this is where you get funding, because it's a big bridge between from where you want to go and where you are going. So it's very, very also important.
And then let's talk about this book. Tell me about the second book, this one.
So Practicality. I can see there was this era, like you were saying when you started the podcast, there was this era whereby everyone is a motivational speaker. Everyone is a motivational speaker. Now you motivate me to wake up, like vuga, vuga, vuga. You say vuga, ngephi. Okay, ngezile, I'm clean. Yabo. Where am I going?
Hamba gijima lapha egroundini. Ujoga for an hour at least uthole
ujoga and then
bese ngenzani?
Yeah, and then ngenzeni emva lokho. So now that's how I switch my content. No, let me tell you straight. Hamba laphana uthenga amafoni, like for example, uzohamba eDragon City uthenga inwele, uhamba uyidayisa online. Uyabona? And now we have Mayfair, we have Crown, all those
Crown Mines.
Crown Mines.
There's a lot of wholesalers there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
things are no mine.
Yeah, there's like the things are no mine. You know what happens now? They take the stuff there, like from the hair. They take the stuff from there. They put it in mid-trend. So they mark it up. Something there's 1,000. They bought it there. Then they mark it up by bigger mid-trend. They market it nicely. And then the celebrities and everyone will come to mid-trend. But he's buying Dragon City. So people don't want to go to Dragon City, bro. Like Dragon City, woo! I'm saying Dragon City, but that's where the money is. That's where your supplier is buying from. You know, but my ex-girlfriend used to take items at small streets, small streets like next to Carlson Center, and sell the stuff at Carlson Center, my office.
Upstairs. Yeah.
Serious. You take my pelts because those people who have office in Abafun get small streets.
Yes, yeah.
And I think I can allow my pelts lawa. I think my pelts. Sinyuga mbota isa pezu. Same area.
Yeah. Nami same thing. I've got a lot of Mofire hustlers abathenga imofire. Khona la izansi downstairs a wholesaler, a cash and care.
Yeah.
Ayothenga imofire for an equivalent of ikeseli 1 so 170 manje. So that's an equivalent of what, like 7 rand 10 cents per can.
Yeah.
Immediately nje nakaqeda ayosupplya igarage la iduzane. Emuva kwayo khona cash and carry wholesale. Thenga lapha imofayo usupply le garage, supply na le garage na le garage. Imofayo one garage, the cheapest price you will get a garage 14 rand. And then 15 rand, and then 16 rand, and then 18 rand kwamanye ama garage.
Yeah.
And then you are selling it to a garage for like 11 rand 95 cents. You are buying it for like 7 rand. You are selling it for 12 rand. You are making 5 rand. Something so easy. Got abantu nababona location. Ingqondo yabo ithi la kuse garage mele ngibhadala imali engakho. Ingakho umuntu yakhona ukuthenga inwele eDragon City. Ayozithengisa emid-rand because lawo masalon lawo they look nice. And then abantu babhadala imali ephezulu. Ukwenza imali it does not require you ukwenza into extraordinary.
Yeah.
The most simplest ideas. You make money. You put food on the table.
Yeah, the most simplest things. And if you're in Joburg, you're not making money, it's a problem because Joburg, like now, is a hub for everything. People want jeans, they want dresses, they want iPhones, they want belts, they want roller tights. Like people all over the country. I'm talking about people in Eastern Cape, people in KZN, people in Northern Cape, people in Free State. And the stuff is here. All the stuff comes and lands here. The trucks come and drop off here. Where now you can't even take one product and sell it ngagini. We are here, fine. People ngagini bayakwazi. Advertise the products and sell the products. If you struggle to sell the product, then become a runner, charge a runner fee. It's okay. Mina kuba runner, ngikuthengela izinto ezifunayo, I charge 250, I charge 300 rand. Ngizame ngikuthengela izinto ezifunayo. Then you come izinto uyisendela abantu. It's another business idea. There's a lot of money in this market. And abantu abanye who sleep on it, it's students. Because I told you when I was students, mina ngangicabanga. Students these days, they go to school, but from school in Baupuza, weekend balala, and now they have this expectation. Once I get a degree, I'm going to drive motor, so variety. They're not even aware of the unemployment rates, hyperinflation, how unemployment rates affect abantu to the point to a lot of people now they are working but they're exploited because they're scared to lose their job because they can't pay the bills. All of those things, students are not aware of them. They're being sold the stream. Good side knows. So degree. Close to 5 million graduates, man. People are going back to do another degree because they don't want to think outside of the box. There's products that you can push even as a student. uthenge something in Dragon City, push it online, sell it, make money for yourself. When you complete your degree after 4 years, when you complete your degree after 4 years, your business will be 4 years old. It's gonna be big enough. Business yako, you have enough customers. You can live off a business in case you don't get a job, because that's what happened with me. When I completed my diploma, already I was in the game. So I knew how to cover my rent, how to cover my food and everything, because I learned it when I still have the backing of NSFAS. You understand? I had food, I had free food, free shelter. So that's when it was easy and more flexible for me to test the game. Unlike someone who's gonna come trying to test the game and at the same time he needs to pay rent, he needs to buy food. At the same time, you're hustling. Because now you start putting pressure on my customer. 15, you're putting pressure. You're still buying. You're calling a person 7 times, man, because now you're desperate to pay rent. That's when it's harder. But when you're a student, you have more leverage. Because now you can try this, you can do this. You have food. You have shelter. In the central, you know how much rent, how expensive rent is, like centrally. But you have in the mahala. You have access to internet, like 24-hour access. I'll cook man. Une Wi-Fi mahala. But you can't take advantage of that opportunity. Let me start something in Sala because of imsebenzi ayikho. We understand. So in case ngawuthola umsebenzi, angimena something engenisela imali. People don't have that mentality. They just intwana vibing, zaswenka, they're like boys. Like even myself, like I wasn't like this. These boys. They're playing around. Maybe for 2 years, I never went out. I remember I used to eat one good meal. It was ikota, chicken, uputsu, nevors. It was like 35 rands. I had one good meal a week. And beta is near the sexy rank. So the hustle was so hard that maybe for 2 years, I had one good meal. And then for the whole week, I would have bread, like 4 slices a day. Or mangadlang sing like special K, because special K say bam bindal. Hey boy, I'm telling you, bro. I know this, bro. I know this. I'm going my pepin. Yeah, bam bindal special K. You share special K, a lot of water. The whole day I was slim like this. I was very slim if you look at my old pictures. Share special K, share mans. Last until the next day. When I was okay, I was like 3. Uzobambe for the whole night. Nomuzodla ebusuku because more like say na izojump. Yeah. More like say izojump, you still have a lot of hours yabo. So mina ukayila go 3 ukuthi hayi. Or mo bambile wathi 6. So 6 uyazi ngo 9 10. Ubamba 1 liter wakho lapha empompini. Yabo the next day masushaya sing. I used to eat bread like loaf ngiqeda in a week. Because bengisha 4. Nakhona skip days, special K loaf. I use my money for airtime and traveling. Yabo. Ngibela, ngithenga airtime. No girlfriend, nothing. For 2 years, nothing, bro. And no fun, no entertainment. If I'm not doing anything at that time, every weekend, I'll be. That's when it was easy for me to write books. I'll be reading about Robert Kiyosaki, Napoleon Hill, Paulo Coelho. I'll finish a book every weekend. I'll read books in Kalendlin or listen to audiobooks for 8 hours. I know if I'm reading 2 audiobooks, I have 16 hours of audio, so my weekend is covered. I'm indoors. I used to look nje ukuthi ngicule ko Cubana one day ngizongena Cubana and stuff. Ngibona ukuthi baphila labantu yabo, because I didn't even know what they were doing there, but it's one day I'll afford and I'll sit there yabo. And I remember going there for the first time at Cubana. I sat next to the bar, ngashaya ithoti ngabuka yonke into flashy la ngathi movie and stuff like. I say moving because I've been walking past Linda for a lot of years. I remember I used to dream about having a bed, because at some point I was staying in a flat. There was 12 of us in a flat. That time I was staying in a kitchen. I was like 23 and the old boys were 18, 19. And there was a bunk bed and a double bed. And then upstairs by Kandile, planks. It's within one apartment. But by Kandile upstairs. So now there's 4 people there and there's 2 people there. That time I didn't, because now that place where I was staying, I stayed there because I made a deal with the guy who would say, since I'm going to stay at your place, I'm going to get you tenant. And when he got tenant, he double-crossed me. Then I had to move out. And I got another place for 700 Rand. That place, I stayed in the kitchen. Now that was tough because manje siyaqala lento yami and ngo-4 ziyaqala zapheka intwana. Intwana zisemakhaya. Intwana eshisa ukhari intwana. So manje every time ngo-3 kumele ngiphume ngiyohlala epark.
Ngoba uzonukelwa ukudla.
Sometimes ngikhale epark boy. Angifike ngikhale it's madoda. And that time it was tough because now my late mom that time.
Man, so rest in peace. Usishilo mama.
Yeah, washiyo.
Alale ngoxolo mama.
That time she didn't approve of entrepreneurship that much because why I was saying I sent it to fund school and here's a job because she knew a lot of people with Department of Teaching. So me, I had to lie to my mom because they told me my mom was getting sick and worried about me. So at that time I had to tell my mom that I got a job as an intern. So my mom knew that I had a job. I couldn't ask her for anything. But I didn't have a job. I was hustling. So now when she calls me the time, say, okay, the job is good. I'm hungry. And in Klelpandle at the time, it was hard. In Klelpandle, I'm waiting for 8 o'clock. Internet get to pay punga, then go back to Endling. Or sometimes I'll go to Steve Biko campus at UT because there's free Wi-Fi. One of my guys gave me a code. I'll stay there until very, very late and come back in Lynn. That time I would eat mamas or eat iguinya at that time. It's iguinya, it's mamas, water, balance with water and stuff. Like it took long and I used to dream of having a bed. Like one day I'll have a bed. One day I'll have my own room. And it happened like 2 years later. I had my own bed. I had books, I had minds, I had phone calls every time. Like 2016, I stopped chasing people. Like even today, I don't go to anyone. I don't chase anyone. People are coming to me now. Like if I leave this place, I'm gonna have like 20 missed calls. People wanna do business. I have a mind. People will come to my apartment, my porch, and people will be shocked. Why are you coming to this guy? This guy umazela. People have a porch. It's like no, the guys they know, they understand their hustle, so they relate to a lot of things. But from 2016 till now, I've never chased people. I've never went without food and stuff. It was those 2 years, those 10 years, and I stood the test of time. I stood it. Like I was willing to die at that time, bro. Like okay, if starvation kills, let me die. But I'm not gonna get a job because I know myself. I get too comfortable too easily. So if I did get a job, I was never going to become the person that I am today. I was never going to write a book or anything. I was just going to go there, settle, get a job. I was never going to get the opportunity to influence thousands of people to write books. I wasn't going to be in this podcast. I was just going to be a normal man, maybe a teacher, maybe working in the bank, or who enjoys the polo and stuff, or pele lapo. But be understanding that I stood the test of time. I want to see, am I going to die from this or I'm going to succeed? Pela. There was two things because I was starving a lot. I was struggling a lot at the same time, but the push was too much because I'll wake up, because about 12, I wake up at 3 a.m., go to town, do business, go to food courts. Food courts, I go Smith Streets. But best sometimes because they know you're not there to buy food. We use the food court for a meeting.
For Wi-Fi, yeah.
For a meeting, my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And then we use it. I used to stick by multi-choice, Smith, and then use the Wi-Fi. I remember using the Wi-Fi, and then the girl came from the night class in. That's yini wena. Awufuni ngani umsebenzi yini lo yenzayo ncika ama-Wi-Fi. I felt that. Because when we social life food courts, we go to multi-choice. Multi-choice, siyibambe. After multi-choice, mabevala multi-choice sokuncika ngale spare West Street. Siyibamba.
Ama-hustler mafethu.
That's tough. Siyibamba ngale spare. And then spare mase kulate-ke mase ngibambe Steve Biko ke. Campus. Angithi social media. That's when I started pushing social media. The only time is ebusuku ukuthi ngiphendule ebusuku bese ngileleke. But makuvuka ekseni ngiqwaqala ngishaya meeting. Ngamshaya meeting ngibe serious. I remember some other guy who was rich from KZN. Was ngimthola building. So I was going to meet this agent in Mhlanga Rocks. When I got there, this lady asked me, are you a SAKHILE? How did you get here? You walked. I'm not going to talk to you. You walked from here. When I talk to me, I felt that.
Ladies and gentlemen, SAKHILE MCAMBI. Go follow him on all social media platforms. Let me know if you want him back. because I would like to have him back. I really think we can do multiple incredible educational episodes with him on this subject of entrepreneurship, because, you know, we are like-minded and we come from the bottom of the bottom, and I can sort of feel his pain where he comes from and in this journey that he's walking and he's building. I think they say help people to get what they want. uNkulunkulu and will help you even more to get what you want and even more. And for me, he strikes me as that person. Ngathi uNkulunkulu angakubusisa mfowethu. I'm looking forward to having you back again here.
Now I'll come back, like I'll stretch more, because now it's just like people are just getting to know me, manje, and stuff, my stories. But when I come back now, I'm doing the practical stuff, the investment stuff. I'm doing the business ideas, like from 1 to 20 investments, how you start, how you get these products, how you sell these products. Like I'm just going deeper into the business part of it. I was just now letting people ukuthi bangazi ukuthi ngubani, ngikhamngaphi. And I'm not a fake. I'm not umuntu esudu, umfundisi ozobashasha and stuff. I know what I'm talking about. People know me, like the things I was saying about Wi-Fi. I was with people, they know me, and you're gonna see them in the comments. I remember you standing there, because I've been in the streets, so I know what I'm talking about. And I think we need more people, manje, from the streets, like good podcast, who are gonna tell people exactly, it's okay. This is how I got my liquor license. My shops makes 10,000, 15,000 a month, because people want to see someone on a million, and then you think good when you're not even making rand, you want to go and see someone who hamba Rolls Royce. Like you don't even relate to him. Usuke nini na lapho ku level yakho to there. So in that way, kuluma inte lapha how to scale your business. You don't even have a business. You understand? So udinga umamkhuzwayo wena odayisa inhloko. Umkhuzwayo uyawenza 10,000 ngenyanga. Umkhuzwayo will tell you inhloko
Yakhona ukuyenza nangeviki.
Ngeviki even yabo.
Because lapha abantu abathengisa ama plate erenkeni 3,000 to 5,000 a day, and they're not even there the whole day.
You understand?
So when I'm undermine.
Yena lo muntu lo uzokutshela ukuthi hayi inhloko uyisiya kanje. Inhloko mayibolile uyibona ngoba imhlophe. Good. That's the person who's gonna give you information. Usukela from your khona, ube khona la ena khona income. You're gonna get to the level whereby so ufuna ukuyale phezulu. But people want umuntu offensive, adlule umuntu la ngakubo la ekhonini, amdlule. Ayibona ukuthi udayisa inhloko wenza imali, amdlule, ehambe attend iseminar le kude esensini, bazomtshela amagama mangaka, abuye nje ebuye la khona edinyola ekhanda, yabo. Just because you cannot stick to umuntu okhona la eduze wakho. And you have to like provide value to those people. Ungavalue uthi nje hayi man ngifundise man. No, you need to provide value. Mama ngicela ukuhlahlela inhloko for a month. Ngempela ngizokuhlahlela nje, ngizongikhokhele lutho mama. Ngizokuhlahlela inhloko. It's what you do if ufuna attract abantu manje. Awuceli ukuthi ngicela ini. You provide value first. You get value for money. You provide value, then you get information. Once you get information, then you start your own thing. Ungafika umuntu umpress uthi buy supply yakho inhloko. No, that's not the way you approach it. Empilweni, you don't approach it like that. Even when you read Napoleon Hill, I don't know.
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich. Someone who approach out Thomas Anderson. One approacher is wanting to be a cleaner. You understand? Or you can approach someone wanting to be his driver. Then you can gather information, because once you uhlahla inhloko, you now know ukuthi inhloko yenze malini, umama uyithenga apha inhloko ebolile injani. You learn that from ukuhlahla inhloko for that 3 months. Then from there, you can now start your business. Yabo. Ungafika ukuthi wena abantu banomona and demand. People worked hard to get that information. So have something of value that you're gonna offer to umuntu. Then exchange the value for knowledge. Then get the knowledge and then start your own thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, SAKHILE MCAMBI. What is your TikTok?
SAKHILE MCAMBI.
Everywhere.
Facebook, Awakening the Africans. Instagram, SAKHILE MCAMBI. MCAMBI SAKHILE too.
And the name of the movement is The Ultimate Plug.
Yeah, it's ultimate plug, because now it's plug abantu la.
Yeah.
We're giving people this is your whole Crown Mines, your whole Dragon City and everything. And you find it on my TikTok. So like yonke plug we there's over 1,000 plugs when you go to my TikTok. 1,000 business ideas plus. So it's very, very important you follow me on those platforms.
I'm opening your TikTok, man. Ngifuna ukubona ukuthi sokuphi ngoba nangiqala ngikufonela you I think you're on 30-something thousand. 30-something or 40-something thousand followers on TikTok.
It's 350,000.
So good clipper. SAKHILE mncamo indaba thingibheke SAKHILE. Yeah, now we are friends. 350,000 manje.
Yeah, 350,000.
Ezokhulile mfethu.
Yeah.
Listen, he does stuff like this, guys. Oh.
So guys, Niyaz Nana every Wednesday sends a thrift show.
No, it's not that one.
Not that one.
You see, if you the other thing that is stopping us to succeed in business-wise, is the anger. Yabo? Most entrepreneurs are angry and they want to prove a point. You must let go of that mentality.
Yeah, let go of anger. And then listen to another one.
So, Matriculant asked me, should she pursue iskole or go for entrepreneurship?
Nice one. And then another one. Let's check another
So
one.
guys, appreciate the drift.
Move up from
welcome,
that. It's an
welcome.
advert.
Oh, this one is an advert. Okay.
Drift is a corner, guys. Those people who've been asking me about weaves again, I actually show them a wholesaler my wigs, but
Oh, you even go there.
they're still
I go to
asking,
places,
where's
yeah.
the place? Now I will show you the place.
This is beautiful, man. I'm looking forward to having you back, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do this, man. Let's educate our people and let's change people's lives.
We have to change people's lives for the better, because now if you change people's lives, the thing is people expect blessings now. But blessings come in different forms. Yabo? If someone else sikubusise, angeke sikubusise ngendlela ecabanga ukuthi it's going to grow your business. Yabo? Inkosi ikubusise can mean ukuthi there can be an accident behind, but we avoid it because of leyo nkosi ikubusise from a person. Yabo? Then you live. Yabo? Or kube nesifo esithize, then you survive cancer because of leyo nkosi ikubusise othola kuleya mama loya. Yabo? So it's not a matter of ukuthi if you are saying when you're doing something for people, you do it with expectation, you give without expectation. But in different ways. Not ukuthi now, because when you're helping people, now your business must boom. No, it doesn't work like that. You still need to put in the work in your business. People don't owe you anything. You've helped people, you've inspired people, but people don't owe you more fire. More fire in the markets. It's between you and the market. So markets you approach it doesn't. They don't owe you good how many years you've been in the game, how you've inspired them. Business is a business. So when you market more fire properly and understand it as a business, not you market more fire properly as an entitlement to say, but I mean I can see man, suppose no. This thing of support me, but empathy. There's no empathy in business. Do your thing right, you get your custom. Would you support me? I'm black. Support me? I'm poor. Only a few people will do that. People buy things where they see value. So create value, and people buy for you value. No, create value, and people will come and buy the products. So it's nothing personally. Business learner, and then it's your personal life on the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, SAKHILE MCAMBI. See you guys on the next video.
Thank you.
Danko!
Thank you.